hi cozy friends, Lynn here and welcome to today's vlog. I think I don't need to explain that today's vlog is all about reading. I'm currently still reading Midnight in Everwood. I'm nearly finished. I've only got about 40 pages to go, so I'm going to finish those pages and then we'll talk some more about, you know, my thoughts on the book. And so yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Okay friends, so I have finished reading Midnight in Everwood. Before I tell what my thoughts on this book are, let me just first explain shortly what the book is about. Midnight in Everwood is a retelling of the Nutcracker, and in this case it is about a girl called Marietta who is a ballet dancer, and she's from a very rich family. But she's already 21 years old. Her parents want her to give up ballet dancing and marry a husband and just, you know, be a dutiful wife. Marietta actually doesn't want that, but it is 1906, so basically nobody cares. Then there is a man called Drosselmeyer, or Drosselmeyer, I think is the right pronunciation. And her parents want to marry him, but there is something very strange about this man, and it turns out he has some very dark magical powers, which Marietta finds out on Christmas Eve, and then he locks her away in a world called Everwood. Okay, I just actually wanted to apologize for the noise of the children playing outside, but now I want to apologize for the fireworks that are still going around. It is already January 6th and they still aren't done with it. Yeah, okay. I hate that noise, honestly. Anyway, that's basically what the story is about. I have to say I really enjoyed the first 100 pages or so, which was when the story actually still took place in the normal world. I really enjoyed it because there was this very dark... Okay, this isn't going as I had planned. I'm so sorry for the noise. I'll try to make this as short as possible. I really enjoyed the first 100 pages or so when it still took place in the normal world. After that she entered Everwood, and yeah, it was supposed to be super magical, but for some reason I couldn't really get into it. I don't know, I had a hard time getting into it. Also, I just felt that the friendships that were forged and that the budding romance, they were just like, they felt a little bit too quick for me, a little bit forced. I wasn't really feeling it personally. And in the meantime, there's also a rebellion going on. It just felt a little bit, for me, it just felt a little bit too much to just like pour into a single book. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer. I did like the ending though, and I have to say that the writing is exquisite. It is very beautiful, very beautifully written. So I enjoyed that at least. But yeah, I don't know. I think I had other expectations of this book and they didn't really come true for me. So yeah, as to whether I would like recommend this book, I wouldn't really. I would have. When I only read the first 100 pages, I was actually telling people like, oh, it's amazing, I love it so much. I'm just really disappointed that I have a different opinion now. But still, overall, it was a very enjoyable read. So I did enjoy it. I guess it wasn't entirely what I wanted it to be, but that's just all personal opinions here. So have you read Midnight in Everwood? If so, just let me know what you thought on it. If you really enjoyed it, if you loved it, feel free to let me know and just let me know what you loved about it, because it certainly was a lovely book. So yeah, that was it. I'm just really curious about other retellings from the Nutcracker, but I'll just have to dive into that. If you've got a retelling of the Nutcracker which you think is really amazing, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm very interested. Sorry for the screaming in the background. Anyway, my next read is going to be The Cat Who Saved Books. I don't have it with me right now, but I'll show you the cover later in this video, which is actually a book that was kind of suggested to me by one of you. You know who you are if you're watching. Thank you so much for the suggestion. It looks like such a wonderful book and I cannot wait to read it. And yeah, so that is it from me now. I'm going to carefully wake up Natsuki, I think, or maybe not yet. How can I wake her up? Just look at that. Like she got a little spooked just then because of the fireworks, but she just settled back in and she's sleeping and she's so cute. She certainly made reading the final pages of Midnight in Everwood a very cozy experience. Anyway, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next bit of this video when I'm going to read The Cat Who Saved Books, and then we'll talk more bookish stuff. So I'll catch you guys in a bit.
Dancing in slow motion, blurry eyes. But I've had enough, it's time to say goodbye. 3 AM as I'm walking home with a smile. Smoky moon, like a shiver, all the shadows fade away. All your streets are empty, lights begin to sway. 4 AM as I think, oh, Stockholm love. Sometimes I picture how life had been in Paris or New York or Shanghai. But you know what they say, east or west, our home is best. Warming rays, golden sunlight as the city wakes. Oh, my love for you will never fade away. 5 AM.
Hi cozy friends, just checking in with our second read of the video. Also, I just want to say that I am dealing with a minor cold which seems to be going up and down, so if I look a little meh, then you know why. Anyway, since the weekend I've started reading The Cat Who Saved Books, written by Sosuke Natsukawa. I'm over halfway, but even after like reading only the first like the prologue in the first chapter, it was like only 60 pages, I already knew that I loved this book. The Cat Who Saved Books is about a boy, a schoolboy, he's a teenager, called Rintaro Natsuki, who has lived all his life with his grandfather in their bookshop, Natsuki Books. However, at the start of this story, his grandfather has just passed away, and Rintaro is forced to live with his faraway aunt in another city. So he has to leave the bookshop behind, but he actually doesn't want to, but he doesn't have a lot of choice. So during a final sale of the bookshop, suddenly a tabby cat, an orange tabby cat, comes into the shop and it speaks. It can talk and it introduces itself as Tiger the Tabby. And then he asks Rintaro to help him save books from people who treat them badly. And it just goes on from there. It kind of feels like you're reading short stories, but it is definitely one single book. It is definitely all connected. But it's really interesting. It's kind of strange, maybe. Like anytime Rintaro has to go save books with the cat, with Tiger, they enter some kind of labyrinth, and it's kind of strange. But I mean strange in the very best of ways. This is such a beautiful book, and there are so many just like these quotes in there that really make you think. I'm absolutely enjoying it. Like there was one part in particular which I really enjoyed, and I'm gonna look it up. This was a quote from Rintaro's grandfather, and I really like this one. So, it is not true that the more you read, the more you see of the world. No matter how much knowledge you cram into your head, unless you think with your own mind, walk with your own feet, the knowledge you acquire will never be anything more than empty and borrowed. Books can't live your life for you. The reader who forgets to walk on his own 2 feet is like an old encyclopedia, his head stuffed with out-of-date information. Unless someone else opens it up, it's nothing but a useless antique. Like, it is filled with quotes like these, and I absolutely love it. There's so much meaning behind there. So yeah, really enjoying this book. I'm going to finish it. I'm probably going to binge it over the next couple of days. And then I'll let you know my final thoughts on it. But for now, I'm really positive. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Just let me know if any of you have read this one as well. And what are your thoughts on it. But before I say too much, I'll finish reading this one and then I'll get back to you. So we'll talk again in a bit. Okay friends, so here we are. I have nearly finished reading The Cat Who Saved Books. I've got about 60 pages left, and I was reading a bit this morning, and then there was a sudden plot twist which I did not see coming. Like there was like a certain routine in the story and it has suddenly been like broken. I did not see this coming. I'm really curious where this is going. So that was a moment when I realized, like, today I'm going to binge read this book. I'm going to finish it. So yeah, that's just what I'm going to do. I am all ready. If you hear the noise in the background, that's my electric heater to keep me nice and warm. Other noises are my neighbors who are doing like construction work in their garden or something. Just ignore that. And I've got my hand warmer, my Cookie Bear hand warmer. I'm using it for the first time and it is so warm. This is such a lifesaver. So anyway, let's just read and I'll let you know my final thoughts on the book after that. Okay, so I have just finished reading The Cat Who Saved Books. It was absolutely wonderful. I remember when I ordered it on Amazon and I found all these reviews that many people called it wholesome, and I really feel like that wholesome really is the very best word to describe this book. It is so sweet, so beautiful, and the ending is absolutely perfect. So I think that in a way that if you are in a reading slump or you haven't read in a while and you've kind of lost your passion for reading, this book will definitely help you find back that passion, because basically it is just all about the love for books, the love for reading. So once more, I highly recommend this one, especially if you're like looking for something else to read. It's also a quick read. It's only like a little bit over 200 pages. But it is so deep, it is so meaningful, it is beautiful, it is wholesome. I absolutely adore this book, and I can already tell I'll probably read it several more times in my life. So yeah, I'm already like looking forward to the next time I'm gonna read it, probably in a few years. Absolutely love it. So I guess that concludes this reading vlog. This is my very first like actual reading vlog ever. To be honest, I really enjoyed making this video. It's kind of a fun formula to work in, and it also just helps me to read a bit more and read a bit faster. Yeah, I really enjoy that, because sometimes I just get so distracted by other things, by like making vlogs and playing video games, or just like drawing, journaling, that I kind of forget to read a bit more often. So this is a perfect way for me to actually get through this huge pile of books I have left. Anyway, next week's video is going to be a more normal days in my life vlog, in which I'll probably start reading another book. But I'll talk all about the book in the next video, so stay tuned if you're interested. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider hitting that like button and maybe even subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I just hope that I'll see you guys again next time as well in the next video. And until then, as always, stay cozy. Oh, and of course, if you have read this book, just let me know what your thoughts on it are, or maybe whether you're interested to read it. And of course, also let me know what your current read is. Just feel free to drop a little comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. So once more, until we meet each other again, stay cozy. And Natsuki says stay cozy too, because she's being very cozy. Yay! See you guys later!